Hey, Heart Seekers, welcome to the Heart's Hello Show, where our hearts are the foundation of our well being and happiness. I am your host, Keona Talana. In this episode, I need you to put on your headgear. I need you to put on your boxing gloves. I need you to lace up your shoes because I need you to step into the ring. I need you to step into the ring of life. See, most of the time, people just want to be spectators at this sport and not realizing that they're being a spectator of their own life. And today I need you to be able to take control of your life, step into the ring, but when you step into the ring, be prepared for all that is getting ready to take place. See, I need us to visualize how boxers prepare for mentally, physically, emotionally prepare for a fight. Some of you all have been in a fight, won a fight, lost a fight, but the majority of us have seen fighters, boxers in a ring. It is taxing for them to be able to go 12 rounds, 3 minutes for each round with a 1 minute break in between, having to punch, dodge punches, take punches. If they're running around the ring, up against the ropes, all of those different things in this 3 minute bout for 12 rounds. And I believe that we need to be able to take the same mentality that a boxer prepares for a fight and be able to prepare for how we show up in life. See, I think that most people just kind of go throughout their day haphazardly and hoping that things are going to just kind of fall into place. But can I just tell you that that lacks wisdom? Knowing what you know at this big age, whatever age you may be, you know that in order for you to show up throughout your day, you need to be prepared. And so right now, I need you to mentally visualize yourself stepping into the ring with your gloves on. If you're sparring, with your headgear on, with your shoes on, with your shorts on, ready for a fight. Why? Because life is a fight. And in order for you to get what you want, you're going to have to be prepared. And so in this episode today, it is my hope and my desire that you leave well prepared for this fight, well prepared for this journey that we're on, well prepared for showing up as being the best version of you. Because you know that just being the best version of you, it takes some work. It takes for us to be mentally conditioned, physically conditioned. And we have to show up and be who we need to be for those in our lives. But more importantly, we need to be able to show up for ourselves. And so as we are preparing for this fight, the very first round in this fight that we're in, this life, this stage of life, in this fight that we're in, round one, we're going to prepare. We are going to prepare and we are going to train because we realize that we have to be able to lay the groundwork for the stages and our future success. See, nothing just happens by happenstance. Everything we get out of life is all that we have put into it. If you're putting negativity into it, guess what? You're going to get negativity. If you are sowing positivity, you're going to get back positivity. So whatever it is that you put in it is the same thing that you're going to get out. So we now have to be able to mentally prepare ourselves and to train for life. The second round, we're going to be facing initial challenges because we know that as we go throughout our day, as we go throughout life, as we turn pages in our book, challenges are going to come up. If it's in our job, in our relationship, in our personal goals, in our business, whatever it may be, there are going to be challenges. And we have to know that they are going to come. We don't know what they may be, but we know that, hey, something might happen. So again, we're preparing. We're preparing and training, but then we're also knowing that, hey, there may be a challenge or two that we need to be able to overcome. And the good thing about those challenges, if you hone in on them, is that there's going to be a lesson in each one. See, most people will say that you make mistakes, and I like to be able to say you have a misstep. So when you have a misstep, your job is to be able to learn from whatever it was that you needed to learn from that area. The third thing is we are going to have to build up some momentum because lifes, and sometimes it can get hard. And we need to be able to build up that grit. We need to be able to build up our confidence and our momentum so that things begin to fall into place. I like to be able to say it this way. It's almost like you are pushing a boulder up the hill. And the minute you stop, you end up back down at the bottom of the hill trying to push that boulder up again. Now, sometimes that boulder is going to get hard and you're going to have to push through, knowing that if you stop, you're going to end up back down at the bottom. So we're going to have to build up some momentum. The fourth thing that we're going to have to do is remember we had some challenges. And so that means that we're going to have to overcome the setbacks that may come from those challenges. So how do we handle the setbacks? How do we handle the obstacles that may come our way? And we're going to have to build up this resilience to be able to push through. The fifth thing that we're going to have to do is adjust the strategy. I like to say it that sometimes you don't have to throw the whole idea away. It just needs to be tweaked a little bit. So remember that it's important for you to discuss the strategy, but then have some flexibility and some adaptability on how things need to change as you continue to move forward. Number 6, hey, most of the time, again, we know that there are 12 rounds to a fight. So at this point in a fight, there needs to be some reassessment midway. Halfway through, what are the goals, the progress? Are we needing to make some necessary adjustment? At this point, your coach in the corner is telling you what you're going to have to do in order to get through this fight. They've seen that, hey, when he stands this way, you're going to have to watch that cross. Hey, when he stands this way, hey, you might be looking for an uppercut when he gets close. So you have gone through 5 rounds, and at this 6th round, you're realizing, you know what? There needs to be some sort of reassessment. Are there some things that I need to be able to take out? Do I need to be able to add something else in? Are there some people that I need to help me to get through this fight? By round 7, oh, they tired. They are facing some fatigue. So let's just talk about how we can deal with fatigue and burnout. And where do you find your motivation? See, I'm going through these things quickly because I'm hoping that you are taking copious notes to be able to go back and answer them for yourselves. This is going to be your blueprint, your roadmap, and it is your responsibility to figure out and find the answers because no one is going to give you the answers. Yes, you will have a coach along the way. Yes, there may be people who are cheering you along, but at the end of the day, it is your responsibility when you step into this ring of life to make sure that you are doing the necessary work to get to round 12 and beyond, right? The 8th thing that we're going to have to do is regain our strength. See, we've taken some hits at this point. We may have even been knocked down. So now it's going to be important for you to focus in on some self-care, some rest, some recovery. What is it that you need to do in order to regain your strength so that you can keep fighting? Yes, we are in this fight. Yes, you may feel like you want to give up. Yes, it is going to be hard, but you're going to have to keep going. The 9th thing is push through the pain. Push through the pain. The mental and the emotional toughness in this fight, you're going to have to dig in. You're going to have to dig your heels in and say, you know what? I cannot give up. Not I can't. I cannot give up because there is someone, something waiting for me on the other side. So keep going, you all. Number 11, we're going to have to stay focused. And in staying focused, that means on our goals, on the discipline, and not being distracted by everything else that is going on around us. This life, things are so loud sometimes that you have to be able to turn it off. You have to be able to disconnect and be okay with doing so. If that's you having a day where you fast, and as you are fasting, and I'm not just talking about social media, I'm talking about being able to turn your plate down and just being able to hear properly. And so, yes, it may be that you need to disconnect from social media for a little bit, but try fasting. Try disconnecting from social media. Don't listen to what the naysayers are saying. Yes, we're in this whole political arena right now as well, with all of this stuff going on as it relates to the presidency. Focus in on your household. Focus in on what you need to do in your own house. And number 12, as we are finishing up this fight, we have to finish strong. Give it your all. This may be a tie-breaking fight where no one got knocked out and it's going to go to the scorecards to figure out who wins. You stuck in there because you decided that you were enough to be able to push through. So focus in on your best efforts as you are looking at finishing up this fight. So I gave you 12 things for you to think about as you are entering into this ring, and what are some of the things that you need to do as you are in this fight. But now I need to remind you of what you are fighting for. See, most of the time we have these goals and these hopes and these desires and all of these things, but we forget the why. And the why is going to be the most important thing, because the why is going to be what is going to keep you motivated to finish. So I'm going to tell you what exactly you are fighting for and why it's important for you to push through and to grow and to be able to test your resilience. Because the battles that you're getting ready to fight during this journey of life, because this game called life is not meant to be easy, but it is about strategy. And so we have to know what exactly it is that we are fighting for, so that as we step into this ring, we are now visualizing all of the things that we are getting ready to accomplish through this fight. So we are fighting for our personal growth. We have to be able to overcome self-doubt. We have to push past our comfort zone so that we can achieve everything that we have set out to achieve, which is full of potential. We are fighting for our health and our well-being. That means your mental health, your healthy habits, your ability to be able to manage stress, and so that you are leading a balanced and fulfilling life. We are fighting for our happiness, which is just us finding meaning and purpose to our daily lives. We are fighting for success. And so as we are setting and achieving our personal and professional goals, we have to overcome obstacles as we continuously improve to reach new heights. We are fighting for our financial stability. So that means we have to manage our finances, save for the future, and make smart financial decisions so that we are securing our family's future. This right here, we are fighting for our authenticity, because we have to embrace our expression of our true selves as we stand up for our values, and that as we are living a life that aligns with our beliefs and our desires. We are fighting for our relationships, being able to maintain a healthy relationship with our family, friends, partners, as we navigate conflicts and challenges that may arise. We are fighting for knowledge. So that means we are pursuing education, we are learning new skills, and we are staying informed so that we can grow intellectually and stay relevant as this world is ever evolving. We are fighting for balance as we're juggling various responsibilities, roles, careers, family, personal time. We have to make sure that we are achieving some sort of balance in our lives. For some of us, we are fighting for social justice, being able to advocate for equality, fairness, positive change in our communities, and just a society at large. We are fighting for our resilience, being able to build mental and emotional strength while we cope with setbacks, failures, hardships, and bouncing back to make us stronger. We are fighting for our legacy. I will say that slowly again. We are fighting for our legacy because we are creating a lasting impact that is going to leave behind a positive legacy through our actions, contributions, and the values we instill in others. See, everything that we do or should be doing is to make sure that we are leaving a lasting positive impact on this world. And more importantly, a legacy in our families. That's what we are here for. We're not just here to be living. Yes, we are here to be living, but it's so much more and it's so much bigger than just us. We have a responsibility. Some of us are parents, have spouses, careers, businesses. There is a responsibility that we have. Each and every one of us have gifts, talents, and abilities down on the inside of us. And it is our job to be able to give back those gifts, talents, and abilities. They are not for you. And so I'm hoping that as you are in this ring of life and that you are fighting this fight, this good fight, because it's not all bad. It's not all about the challenges and the obstacles that come along with just us journeying through life. Life is good, y'all. Life is supposed to be good, but it is all about how you make it. So if throughout your day, everything that spews out of your mouth is negative, your life is going to be negative. If everything that you say is about someone else, then that means you don't have the time focused in on what it is that you need to be doing. See, when you mind your business and drink your water, you don't have time to focus in on what everyone else is doing because you have your head down and you are working. We each have a responsibility. We each have and wake up every morning and go to sleep every night with our dreams on our minds. So why don't you go after what it is that you say that you want? Because what you want wants you more. And I believe that for each and every one of you, what you want wants you more. Are you willing to do the work to go after it? I'm excited for you because I know that each and every time you tune into these episodes, that it gives you just a little bit more, just a little bit to keep going. I know that you don't just listen to what it is that I'm saying, that you hear the passion in my heart for each and every one of you all. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you succeed. I want to see your legacy. I want to see what it is that you're out here in this world making an impact doing. Because you matter. You matter. If no one else tells you, you matter and you are worth it. So I'm excited, you all. I'm excited for all that we are getting ready to step into. And I just want to thank you for joining me for another adventure of the Hearts Hello Show, where together we embrace vulnerability, we learn from each other, and we spread love, one heartfelt hello at a time.